Do you ever wonder why characters like Luffy, Naruto, Ichigo, and Goku are one of the most beloved characters in anime? Well, I'm here today to add one more character to that list, and that's Natsu Dragneel from Fairy Tail. A lot of people overlook Natsu, calling him generic or saying he's just another loud, furious shonen protagonist, but today I'm going to show you why that couldn't be further from the truth. Natsu is so much more than a battle-hungry hero. He's a character that's filled with depth, emotion, and has one of the best journeys that I've seen in anime. Alright, let's start with the core of Natsu's character. Why is Natsu the way he is? When Natsu was just a kid, his father figure, Igneel, disappeared without a trace. That kind of loss, it changes a person. Suddenly, the one who raised him, the one who taught him everything, was just gone. That pain shaped Natsu's entire personality. For years he wandered, desperate to find Igneel, hoping that he was out there, somewhere. That loneliness could have broken him, but instead, he found something else, Fairy Tail. The guild wasn't just a group of wizards to him, it was his family. That's why Natsu fights so fiercely for them. He's not just protecting his friends, he's protecting the only home he's ever known. One thing Fairy Tail is known for is the power of friendship. A lot of people criticize this, saying that it's a flaw in the series, but they don't realize that's the entire point of Fairy Tail. So how does this idea make Natsu's character even better? Well, Natsu's flame of emotion is the ability that perfectly shows this. His power literally gets stronger the more he cares about the people around him. This isn't just some cheap power-up, it's a reflection of who he is. His strength doesn't come from his training montages or some hidden bloodline power-up, it comes from his heart. That's why Natsu doesn't fight for Fairy Tail, he fights because of Fairy Tail. Their bonds fuel his strength, and that's what makes him unstoppable. Alright, now from one of the most heartbreaking moments in Fairy Tail, Igneel's death, in the Tartarus arc. But let me ask you, what makes the Tartarus arc so good for Fairy Tail? Well, for starters, it's the darkest arc in the series. The stakes are insanely high, the villains are a real threat, and every character is pushed to their absolute limit. We see raw emotions, crazy battles, and permanent consequences. Something Fairy Tail doesn't always do, according to people who haven't watched the show. But for me, there are many moments that define this arc. Mira Jane actually doing something, greater than his father, Juvia and Lucy being MVPs, Natsu and Gargi's duo fight using the second elements that they've gathered, Levi saving Gargiel, and Lucy breaking Aquarius's key, which was so heartbreaking. But nothing, and I mean nothing, is more impactful than Igneel's death, in my opinion.
I've been closer than you ever could have guessed.
Imagine searching for someone your entire life, finally finding them, only to lose them right in front of you.
I'm sorry, Dad. You gave me a job, and I failed. So I can't hold it against you that you left. But I had so many questions. Stay.
Gut-wrenching. Igno's return, being beside Natsu just in time to fight Agnologia, and for a second it feels like things are going to be okay. The way that fairy tale will normally happen. They would come along and be a happy family. But then just like that, he's gone. Natsu, the guy who always charges in headfirst, completely breaks down.
I searched for you for so long. I want you to see what I've become. I've learned to write, and I can cook my own food. I made the best friends. I've joined the best guild there is. Dragneel. Dad. I have so much more to...
That cry that he lets out is just pure, unfiltered pain. For the first time in the series, see Natsu fail to fight against a villain in the series. Here what makes Natsu such a great character. He does break down, but instead of staying broken, he uses that pain as motivation. He disappears for a year to train, vowing he will never feel that helpless ever again. He comes back stronger than ever, carrying Ingdio's will with him. But this also had consequences. Someone close to him had to suffer too. Talked about Natsu leaving, but now we need to talk about how Lucy felt when he left. So why did she feel that way? Ophelia isn't just another member of Fairy Tail. She's one of Natsu's closest friends, if not his closest friend. She's been by his side through thick and thin, fought alongside him, trusted him with her life, and together they built an unbreakable bond. So when Natsu vanished without a word, Lucy was devastated. She felt abandoned, confused, and lost. Just like Natsu felt when Igneo disappeared. That moment when she breaks down in tears running to find him, that's just like one of the saddest moments in Fairy Tail. And honestly, it's frustrating they're still not together. Hiro Mashima, lock in. We all know Natsu and Lucy are meant for each other. Just make it official already. But what makes this moment even more powerful is that Natsu hates hurting his friends. He'd rather take all the pain himself than see them suffer. Yet by leaving Lucy, he's hurt Lucy. And you can tell that that's affected him, even though he might not say it out loud. He knows. During the Alvarez War arc, which is very, very overhated by the way, everything is pure chaos. Fairy Tail is fighting against an empire, Zeref is unleashing his full power, and Agnologia is waiting to strike. And in the middle of it all, Natsu finally finds Zeref. And then, Zeref reveals something that changes everything.
Also known as demons from the books of Zeref. You are one of those, originally named Aetherius Natsu Dragneel. Or END.
What does this even mean? By the way, when this first came out and when I first watched this, I was so legitimately shocked at this reveal. This is very good writing from Fairy Tail. Peak Fairy Tail right here, can't lie to you guys. But END stands for Aetherius Natsu Dragneel. And this is Zeref's ultimate creation, the very thing destined to kill Zeref. This means that Natsu isn't just some human wizard, he's literally a demon created for destruction. But before his final battle with Zeref, you have to talk about his fight with Grey. This fight is one of the most well-written fights in the entire series. If you've done the animation, let this fight down in my opinion. It's not just the clash of fists, it's the clash of emotions, their ideals and their personal pains. Grey wants to destroy END, and Natsu is END, but neither one of them want to hurt each other, because at the end of the day, they're both brothers. Where I think Natsu's character really shines and shows where he's a really well-written character is when he's in his limbo state talking with Igneo. Instead of him embracing his demonic side or his draconic side, he rejects it. He rejects being Zeref's weapon, he rejects being a dragon, he rejects being a demon. He doesn't need any of those powers. He wants to be a human. He's Natsu Dragneel. And in the end of all of this, when it comes down to the final battle with Agnologia, Natsu saves the day as a human. Yet he survives thanks to Lisa rewriting the book of END. Yes, he fights along other dragon slayers, but it's in the end Natsu himself, the human, not the demon, not the dragon, who delivers the final blow to Agnologia, becoming the hero of Fiore.
I'm human. I'm Natsu Dragneel.
Natsu isn't just a great protagonist, he's one of the best in anime in my opinion. His strength isn't about power levels or ability, it's about his heart, his friendship, the bonds he creates. He fights so hard only because he wants to protect the things he cherishes the most. So no, it's not plot armor. No, it's not bad writing. You just don't understand Natsu Dragneel. Like he said to Oldrun, the world was against his guild. He would burn the whole world down with his fire. That's who Natsu is. If you enjoyed this breakdown and want more deep dives, check out my Goku analysis, another legendary shonen protagonist who gets clearly misunderstood. Like and subscribe and hit that notification bell. This is Sam the Anime Man, signing off. Stay safe you guys, Jesus loves you, and I'll see you next time.